impression, okay?
Looks like security's in effect. Lots of security.
Nagaha町に入りました。道の駅です。泥棒が入られてます。
I want to take a quick picture.
第二原発です。原発から約1キロ以内のところにいます。700メーターぐらいのところにいます。Hi, Kay.
How you doing?
After you get into the evacuation zone, what is your impression?
Devastation. Tremendous devastation. Looks like a town abandoned. No life here. Weeds overgrown. Roads cracked. Many roofs damaged.
Couple of questions I'd like to ask you.
Sure.
We passed the checking point, okay? What was your first impression again? Can you repeat one more time?
Looks like a lot of control. Many people controlling the evacuation area. Many security. Lots of security.
When did you hear about, for the first time, about earthquake and also nuclear accident?
Must have been Wednesday. It was a Thursday. I think it was Thursday the 10th from the United States. 10 o'clock at night. I saw it on television. It's unbelievable.
What did you think about it? What was in your mind?
I couldn't believe that of all the plants that Fukushima had this disaster.
Well, this nuclear disaster occurred after 8 or 9 years since you are whistleblowing. Or what is the problem? Why this happened?
I think TEPCO underestimated the history of tsunamis.
They have a responsibility?
Of course they had a responsibility. They should have taken the worst case scenario for tsunamis and backup generators. It's been proven in history in the 1800s there was a 9-point-something earthquake. They didn't take enough precautions.
They have no countermeasures.
General Electric is responsible too. They sold the reactor. They are the teachers. TEPCO is the student. They should bear some of this responsibility. Their engineers were here. They built these plants. They built the first 2 units anyhow in Unit 6.
And you had anger to the GE when you have whistleblown, and the GE, and also probably to some of the part to the TEPCO. But is this that your anger still remains same?
Well, my anger is still the same. Both of them. Both of them are very dishonest. There is no integrity. It doesn't exist with General Electric and TEPCO. I thought it would change in 2003, but I don't think it'll ever change. They need complete transparency. I believe they will never have that, though. The entire business is all about secrets. And we're talking about nuclear power plants. We're not talking about Apple.
富岡町に入ります。あ、入ってます。
That's from the tsunami, right? All that gravel.
You saw the video before here.
Oh, this is the sunrise right here.
Yes.
Oh, yes, I know. I know where I'm at now.
They cleaned pretty much, huh? 津波の被害です。
Where's the train station? It used to be here.
富岡駅です。
Chinese restaurant here.
Yes.
Look at the cars, damage, the piles of crap. What's that, the monitor?
Yeah.
Oh, it means there's
Radiation's high.
around in here. Wow. I wonder what it's reading.
Can't pick up.
Where's it at? The bag?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's keep inside the car.
Keep it in.
Here, no, get it. You get it.
Where?
Take out one.
Okay.
Just take out one.
Oh, okay.
Ah, またメーターが鳴りました。Can you see the number?
Yep, I think so.
Number? Okay, can you hold that?
Camera?
Yes. It's still taking pictures, okay?
That's 10 microsieverts, right?
It's up to 12 now. Please keep taking pictures, okay?
Oh, the road, right?
Yeah.
In the
Road or surrounding area.
Rifle.
犬がいます。ああ、かわいそうに。犬がいます。
They don't know where to go or anything. They're probably running.
Now the earthquake and also the nuclear disaster is probably no. I'm sorry. One more time. Tsunami and also the earthquake is a natural disaster. But a lot of people think TEPCO did not take proper action after that, and also before about our countermeasures on tsunami. So do you think this incident was made by human error?
Definitely. Definitely. They underestimated the nature and its forces. They didn't take the worst case scenario. History has shown there's been a 9.0 earthquake or bigger in the 1800s. They overlooked safety, obviously. I'm really surprised General Electric didn't spot this too. They were here building 1F1. Nobody took that into account. Shame on them.
What do you consider as the human disaster?
Oh, the tsunami is a human disaster. That's we can't control. But building nuclear power plants without proper safety measures, that's their problem. TEPCO definitely has to be responsible for this. It's devastating seeing all of this.
A lot of people think TEPCO and also the Japanese government, they are not still open their information to the public.
Obviously. Obviously. None of them are transparent. TEPCO, MEDI, General Electric, they all need to be transparent, but I believe it'll never happen. The nuclear business is not transparent. It has to be transparent. There's no room for that.
What is nuclear power stations to you?
Nuclear power stations are just generating stations to provide us electricity. I support having electricity. But I also support transparency, and the nuclear business is not transparent. Cannot be a secret. No more secrets. No. I hope this is a lessons learned for the world, and TEPCO, and GE.
Now you're standing about 2 kilometers from the nuclear power station. It's probably, this area is contaminated by the radiation. So you are now standing right in the middle of that spot. So how do you feel about it?
Well, it's definitely not supposed to be where it's supposed to be. Contamination should be controlled within the reactor building. And obviously, driving around here, we've seen that the whole area is contaminated. We've seen radiation readings all over the place.
The Fukushima is the second nuclear power stations. Still, the shroud is cracking. They are probably putting a clamp to support it. And did you know about this fact?
No, I don't. I didn't know that the 2F site had any problems with their shrouds. Sounds like the Japanese had a lot of problems with their shrouds. Maybe more than the American plants. I don't know. It's not transparent once again, you know.
And in this environment, of course, for the future, if the people are able to come back, kids and also newly born kids will be talking about a lot about radiation. So what do you think about this problem?
Well, I think it can be a problem. Radiation can be a problem with the young kids. You know, nobody under 18 is allowed to work in a nuclear power plant. And we're standing in a radioactive area. Low level radiation may be harmful to you. That's a debate that can be argued by pro and those against nuclear power. Well, I think...
Just a minute, please. Do you have anything to say to TEPCO or the Japanese government?
Please compensate the residents that have been evacuated from this area. Please compensate them fairly. They need to be compensated fairly. This is absolute travesty.
I'm sure you heard a lot about nuclear disaster in the United States, but now actually you're visiting the site. What was your feeling about it?
It was a very powerful earthquake, and nature will take its course. And I think for the future of the world, we need to be aware that nature can take its course. We saw the big tsunami in Indonesia. That should have been a big warning sign that you could have a big tsunami here. I mean, Japan is built on earthquake faults. It's like building nuclear plants on tofu. Very unstable, so you have to have maximum safety for the future. Train station.
Past.
Oh, we already passed it, okay. Oh boy, it's been a long time since this is a ghost town. No dinky, signal lines. Those cars?
Meebo's place.
Oh, that's where his father used to live, right? The bike shop or something.
Yeah. Take it. So you go to J Village to check it.